Hello, I am so happy it's a 3-day weekend. I am so
Woohoo!
happy it's Friday.
Wait, as church folks, do we get a 3-day weekend?
Not really,
No, Monday's the day off.
but it's an extra day
Right.
than I normally have for me.
Yeah, totally.
But and we were just talking because I had to take a break before we started recording, and my boss pinged me. She's like, "Why are you still logged in? It's a holiday weekend. Log out." So,
Yay. Wish
we
my
could-
boss would say
yeah,
that.
I know.
So
And
log out. Log out now.
she told me to log off early for the day, and she canceled our 1 o'clock meeting today, so I'm happy.
Good.
So, but
Yay.
anyway, hi, it is Memorial Day weekend,
It is.
and it is going to be a busy weekend at the church with stuff going on. But anyway, how's your week? Allison, it's good to have you back. I told you
Hmm
via text the other day you were missed.
Yeah, thank you.
hmm
Thank you.
It's not that Melanie did not do a standout job either Sunday. She did
Oh,
great.
thanks.
Uh,
Thanks.
and the baptism went really, really well. That was so sweet. And the
The
baby was
best
just
baby.
adorable.
He was just so grins and those chubby legs and
Yeah.
oh my gosh, he was the cutest baby.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love it.
Just was so happy through the whole thing. I was
Uh-huh.
expecting him to start screaming at any moment, but he was just
Uh-huh.
the happiest thing.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And then we had Senior Sunday with
hmm
Clara and
David.
David. Sorry,
hmm
brain
Sorry
dead.
to miss
So,
that. Like, so what they have to say or what are their plans? I know Clara's because I talked to her.
Yeah. David is going to San Diego, UC San
Oh,
Diego,
cool.
and he's studying bioengineering. And
Oh, wow.
interestingly, I ran into a family that their kids went through confirmation in the last class, and they were at the last track meet that I was at. And so I talked to Erin Emery, and Carter, her son, is a senior. So he and David were in confirmation together. Well, Carter is also going to UC San Diego studying bioengineering.
wow.
And so now they're going to try
Wow.
to get together to be roommates or something. And so that was a fun connection there for those two boys to be like, oh, we're going to be far from home, but somebody that we know. And so,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah,
That is.
That is awesome.
very cool.
Very, very nice. We are doing this Sunday, we're having the blessing of the prayer shawls,
hmm hmm
and we're doing something special with that this time.
hmm The children are going to be involved in that,
That's
in
so
the
cool.
prayer shawl blessing. Yeah, yeah.
That is
So
so
they
cool.
may, it's been a while since we've kind of explained what the purpose of the prayer shawls are. And so we're going to do it with the kiddos because they may not know that
I
we
think
do
it's
that or why, or yeah, yeah.
And there's like I've heard there was quite a few this Sunday. Quite a
hmm
few prayer shawls this week.
20
20 something,
something,
25,
25,
26.
25 maybe. Yeah.
Cool. Coolness. What else is going on with the kiddos?
We are prepping for the youth trip because this year we're going in June. And so we are
Which is
taking off
next
on,
week, by the way.
oh, I know, June starts. So yeah, it's like what, 3 weeks or four till our trip. We're leaving on June 18th. Um, and so we're gearing up for that and, doing last minute stuff. I think I told you all last week, we're gonna demolish a deck off the back of the house and
Yeah.
my son is super excited about that. He's like, therapy.
Yes.
And some gardening and some other things. Molly is going to be our food person, so I've got to get together with her in the next week or so and organize the meals and all that. So
That sounds like fun.
yeah,
And you're
yeah.
staying at
That sounds like
the retreat center, correct?
Uh-huh, uh-huh. They gave us a discount actually because the pine needles are out of control and they're really tamping down on that because of all the fires.
right.
And so the director of the retreat center said, if you guys will rake up all the pine needles, I'll knock some off the cost of the
Oh, cool.
retreat.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll work for lodging.
Yeah. And we had I think our first red flag day of the year.
Oh, did we
Tuesday or
already?
Wednesday this week. Yeah. And then next week's supposed to be over 100 one day, toward the end of next week.
Uh,
Oh my
I'm not
gosh.
ready
uh,
for that, but
No, I still
Jeez.
don't have air conditioning in my car.
Oh.
Oh
You'll see me in a lot of tank tops.
no. Woohoo, with a
And as
sweat
I get out
towel.
of the car, I'll like throw on something.
Oh my gosh. Are you going to get it fixed or just try to tough it out?
I'm gonna wait and see.
Yeah.
I may try to get a new car, like a gently used car, because
Mm-hmm.
my auntie, who died a couple of years ago, left some money to me, my brother, and my cousins in Vermont. But I don't think it's a lot. So like it would be good to invest it, but I think it's only like 10 or 14,000. And I
Mm-hmm.
might as well, I need a car. So
Yeah.
I can throw
Yeah.
that down as a down payment.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
So yeah, you might be seeing me in a nice car instead of
Well.
one.
Woohoo.
I always park away from everyone. Campbell teases me. He's like, Get that car away from mine."
Yeah, I'm really enjoying my new truck, though, to be honest. I love driving that thing.
Good.
I know every week when I pull up, I'm like, where's Red? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Got
Well,
that.
The trucks.
I do not enjoy the gas mileage, and especially when I paid what 4.89 for gas the other day, it's
Oh
pushing back
Yeah.
yeah.
up toward $5.
Yeah.
And but I don't drive that much, a couple of days a week, so
Yeah.
it's not a big deal. But still, I'm only getting like 20 miles a gallon on that thing
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
compared to the 31 I got on my Lexus.
Whoa,
Mhm.
31. That's awesome.
31. So
Yeah.
I miss the smooth ride, but I love being up higher so I can see
Mm-hmm.
what's going
Mm-hmm.
on. And I love
Mm-hmm.
being able to haul stuff to the dump when I need to.
Yes.
And I don't enjoy the people calling me, hey, can you help me move? Uh,
Uh,
there's also a couple other things going on. The Still Standing Guard, there's another event coming up on the
yes.
29th, which is
Yes.
next
That's
Thursday,
right. Yeah.
7 p.m.
Uh-huh.
That's at the Blue Goose
Wow.
Event Center in Loomis.
Uh-huh.
They had another one this week on the 22nd, which was last night. So at the Loomis Library, but that's done.
Yeah, I
Um,
think it's at 6 o'clock.
yeah, that was at 6 o'clock last night. Next week is at 7
Oh,
on the
okay.
29th.
Mm.
Okay.
Um, which is weird because we've canceled choir rehearsal next week because we don't have much to work on anyway. We're wrapping up our season. We'll be done on June 8th. And we know all the songs that we're doing for the rest of the thing. So we're not rehearsing as hard because it's not anything new. So we cancel next Thursday. Martin's got a gig at Sackyard
Yeah, and you have a gig.
at 6 o'clock, and I have a gig at Twin Lotus Thai at 7. So
Okay.
we're both doing, and so Martin's last night saying, so I guess we'll find out which one of us is your favorite, depending on who you go see next Thursday night.
I wanted to go, but I'll go to Still Standing Guard. So
Yeah, yeah,
Mm. Oh, that's right. That's going to be competition for
yeah.
everybody.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm only doing 2 songs, so it's
Okay.
not a big deal. It's just a vocal showcase for me.
Mm.
Martin, I don't know what he's doing. I think he's singing with the big band, but I saw him with the
Mm.
big band group before, and he did like 3 songs, I think.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and they are good. That band is amazing. I'm like, wow. So,
Oh,
um,
so we
and
found out today, Melanie and I, that Vicky Linton sings.
really,
I'd be so upset
I
if she
know.
let the cat out of the bag.
I did. I let the
uh,
cat out. It's okay.
she
Yeah.
sings. I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Yes.
Wow.
I'll have to text her and say sorry.
Yeah, because that'll be all over the church here in the next hour or so.
Uh-huh, it will
Probably,
be.
it's probably
Uh-huh.
already out there.
There's going to be people on Sunday coming up to her and going, "Oh, I hear
You
you
sing?
sing."
Why don't you sing?
Uh-huh.
Um, this weekend we talked about it briefly, but it is Memorial Day and it's a federal holiday to honor all those who gave their lives in service of the country. So, I know I used to say Happy Memorial Day, and
Yeah.
now I don't.
Yeah.
It's not. I guess it's just. It was always a barbecue. It was always this thing when I was growing
Uh-huh.
up. And after I learned more about it as an adult, I realized, oh, no, that's not the thing
Hmm.
to
So what is
celebrate.
appropriate response or thing to
I
say,
don't
greeting?
know.
Yeah. I I guess, just
Hmm.
acknowledge it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Remembrance
guess.
Day. Thank
Yeah.
you to those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pools open up, the beaches open.
Well, it is
Mm-hmm.
kind of an unofficial start of summer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Definitely.
I know the official start of summer, so I told the guy who was here to fix our window last week that my house was designed by ancient Egyptians because the front window over my front door on the 21st of June every year, the sun comes directly in that window.
Wow.
We face due east.
Oh,
And I was like,
wow.
wow, okay, that's cool.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. That is
so
cool.
I hope no mummies are resurrected or anything, but that would not be good.
In your house?
In my house. Um,
Dead kitties. Because I
well, I don't want
know.
to use. I've got 3 living kitties I want to get
I
rid
know.
of. So I texted you the flyer we put together.
Oh, yeah, it
Yes,
was
that was
awful.
I could
that
hear
was
you in my head.
hardcore.
I could hear you in my head saying, "Get behind me, Satan."
Yes. They were too cute.
Oh,
They are adorable. They're
We should
so
make a
sweet.
slide
But,
out of it and show it on Sunday and see if anyone
yeah,
wants a kitty.
that's a good
yeah.
idea. Bring
Uh,
them. Bring them in person.
oh
Yes.
Who
yeah,
knows how many would go home?
that's true. But the vet let us put up pictures in the vet office yesterday
Oh,
when I
good.
Oh,
stopped
good,
by.
good,
Um, they're trying to help us with them, and they're helping us with fixing the mama so she won't have any more.
good, good.
So because we fixed the her sister, the other cat that was
Mm-hmm.
also pregnant. Um, so yeah,
Yeah. I
my
sent that.
husband loves all animals, and I do too, but I'm ready for the cats to be gone.
Uh-huh,
I'm
uh-huh.
allergic to them, so it's
Yeah, that's harder for you.
yeah.
Yeah. I sent that flyer to Molly and she's like, Mom, stop.
Well, there's the top right picture on that flyer is the little runt. His name we call him
Yes.
Tamello.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he just wants to sit and be held and be cuddled and get. Oh, he's just
Mm-hmm.
he stole my heart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He really did.
That's how I ended up with Fat Cat. She was a runt and then she became morbidly.
Yeah. Morbidly obese. Yes.
Yes,
She had a happy life.
she did.
Yes. Great pictures from Senior Sunday and the baptism last week in the lantern.
Oh, yeah. Christy said she was going to put some in
They are
that you put. I haven't
beautiful.
looked at the lantern yet. So.
David and Clara, and then the baby. It was awesome.
Oh,
That was
good. I'm going to pull that up.
yeah. We talked briefly. There's a
Oh, good.
celebration of life for Crystal Linton come up on June
Mm-hmm.
22nd. I know there was a
Mm-hmm.
graveside thing for her today, for just the
Yes.
family.
Well, and
Mm-hmm.
Melanie did a fabulous job.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. It was strange to not have you be a part of it with, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I did this one, but on the funeral on the 22nd, Scott and I will be with the kids in Tahoe
Um,
and Allison will do that one. So, yeah.
Yeah, and we had a
um,
good turnout from the church.
We did.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the majority, I would say,
Yeah.
of the gal pals and
yeah.
mm-hmm.
Well, we've got Father's Day coming up the week before that too, on June 15th. I
Oh,
have
and
my
Pride.
yeah,
Mhm.
and Pride. And I have my first rehearsal for the annual conference on the 14th. It's
Oh, okay.
hopefully going to be our only rehearsal, and we're doing that in this church sanctuary. So
Oh, okay,
that's going to be
cool.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we can
Good, good.
stop by and visit.
And I'm meeting with Pastor Angel
Yeah.
Rivero this Wednesday afternoon to go through all the music, make sure everything's finalized. I have been just working away on those charts, trying to get them done. I've done 31, I think.
Wow. Okay.
And they can take up to 2, 3 hours per chart. It's
Yeah.
been crazy. Most of them are an hour or so, but some of them are longer. So, but
Wow.
this is gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm actually
Mm-hmm.
enjoying writing out some of these arrangements. So
Fun, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I
We're gonna love
am,
having you there.
I am.
Pride, we have a lot of people that are gonna work at the booth.
Oh, good.
Oh, for Pride.
At Pride, on Saturday. I'm working on Saturday. Britta's working Saturday. Um, I think Alice and Goonie are working Sunday. I think after the parade, they're working. Jacob, I think, is gonna help with setup or takedown or something. And
Oh, awesome.
yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, and Martin, I think, is gonna be or for part of it, and so
I'm gonna come by
with
after
somebody
church
else.
on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I
if you
may,
make it in time, run on over to the park and line up with us because it never starts on time. And we're
Okay.
always close to the back, all the Methodists.
Right.
okay.
So, yeah, you could probably catch up with us.
Well, let's see if we get out of church by what 10:30-ish
Mm-hmm.
usually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It'll take me at least 35 minutes to get down there.
Yeah.
So I'll be pushing it, but I'll try.
Okay. Well, wherever you are, just jump in with us.
Okay. I'll run out there. Hey.
Uh-huh.
Um, that is, I think, all I have from the lantern is not honestly a lot of announcements. I know that we are doing not senior Sunday, Living Treasure Sunday, August, is that 24?
Mm-hmm. 24.
Last, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the choir will not be back yet from our summer break. I think we're coming back 2 weeks after that. So
Mm.
we typically come back the Sunday after Labor Day. But and I don't have anything else. Anything else you can think of?
no.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I forget something every day.
Right. Oh, right, right. Just this hour, I'm forgetting
Yeah,
something. Yeah. Oh well. I'll jump in
Um,
if I think of it.
yeah, and I can't think of anything else either. Pentecost Sunday's coming up, June 8th.
okay, I was trying
That's
to figure
right.
that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I want to do and get a new class together of folks who want to join the church. So
Oh yeah,
Oh, good.
good.
sometime in June, Pentecost, I think is too soon to take in new members, but maybe sometime end of June after you're back
Okay.
from Tahoe. And yeah, if you
After
could,
conference.
after
After
conference, it's
conference.
maybe beginning of July then.
I did talk to I don't know the Sunday we're all gone for conference. Warren Jorgensen's going to be
Mm-hmm.
speaking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Keene is going to lead music.
Oh,
So
awesome.
they're
Okay.
going to be
Sweet.
working together. I've already put them in contact so they
Oh,
can figure
good.
out what they want to do. So that was cool. I appreciate Damian taking that on and
Yeah.
Warren taking on speaking. So
Yeah.
it'll be good. Um,
I think it'll be really good.
I think so too. I think it's going to be fine.
Well, and it's
Um,
always good to switch things up and have
yeah,
different
Mm-hmm.
people, and yeah, you just get a
Yeah.
different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And we're blessed that we have people in the church who step up to do this stuff
Yes.
when
Amen to
any of
that.
us need time off. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
although it's not technically time off for us that weekend.
Right. Oh no, it is time
Oh no.
on.
Yeah.
Yes, it is time on and on and on.
And I am so happy that I live so close to there. I can be home in like 8 minutes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I enjoy it too. Mine's about 20, but
okay.
that's half of what it takes to get to Loomis, so
Yes. Yes.
it is nice. That
Um,
Sunday at annual conference, the deacons are having lunch with the bishop, so that'll be fun.
oh, cool.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think the band for that Sunday, I don't think we have to be there till 3:30. I'll
Mm,
be there for the morning service to play hymns.
hmm.
But the band is not going to be there till the 3:30 service.
Is
So
that the ordination service?
yes,
The 3:30? Hmm.
yeah. So yeah. Um, if we don't have any more announcements, I do have quite a few joys and concern. There's a long list, a
Okay.
long list. Um, Patty Ward is home from the hospital, healing from an infection. Both Jim and Corinne Schrader have been to the hospital in the last few days. Corinne had a heat stroke on Tuesday, and she was in the ER. And then Jim returned to the ER last night. I did hear from Sharon this morning that Corinne told her that they were home from about 1 a.m. from the hospital.
Oh, okay,
So,
good. So they made it home.
yes, they made it home.
Okay, writing this
Rick
down.
Rick Fry, who's a former member, recently had multiple cardiac arrest and episodes of CPR. He survived and has been moved to a skilled nursing facility. Janice is currently in their home with assistance. She's dealing with dementia, so no visits are requested, but they are welcoming cards and prayers.
Okay.
Okay.
One of our former choir members, Carolyn Woolsey, recently had a stroke.
Mhm.
She's at Pine Creek Rehab in Roseville off of Kirby and would love visitors. So if you have her number, maybe call. Oh, well, I heard that she lost her phone. Has that been?
Yeah, I don't know if she has it back yet. Marsha Bush said that it somehow got in a friend's, I don't know, a bag or something. And the
Okay.
friend accidentally took her phone home, I guess didn't
Oh,
know it or something. And so Marsha was kind of getting worried, not able to contact Carolyn. But then anyway, so I hope by now she has her phone back. But
I do
Marsha
too.
said she's bored out of her mind and wants visitors.
Oh, okay.
And I'll try to go Sunday after church. I'll see if I can do that.
And if you can't reach Carolyn, just call the facility and see if they can
Yeah,
find out if it's a
yeah.
good time to visit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was telling these two ladies before we started, I actually played at a retirement home on Wednesday called Sequoia Grove. It's new up in Granite Bay. And I didn't realize we have choir or church people who live there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Um, Continued prayers for George Blind. Um, he is not doing well. So just keep him in prayers. Ken Williams, Linda Whitmer, Patty Ward. We already talked about Patty.
Yeah.
Art
Mm-hmm.
Emmett, Sanchia Spandau, and George Blunt. We already said George. Sorry, he's in there twice. Kim Montenegro,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Dee Dee, Sharon Gibson's sister-in-law, is home from the hospital after a very serious foot infection.
What?
Family, yeah, she just
Sharon's
sent.
sister-in-law?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just sent a note about that a little while ago.
Oh my goodness.
Um, a friend of the Winston family, Heather, is recently diagnosed with breast cancer. And also another family friend of Winston's, Julie, her daughter was recently diagnosed with leukemia.
Oh,
Mm.
They sent out a note yesterday that Grace Ueda passed away on
Mm-hmm.
the 18th. So she was a longtime member of our church. And speaking of Marie Bowden, her son Andrew recently passed away after a long illness. So need to keep her in prayers.
Did
We
that
talked,
go out on the prayer chain?
it did
Okay.
earlier this morning.
Okay, good.
Um, there's a request for prayers of the families and friends of the young people murdered in DC this week.
Mm.
Um, they were both working for peace in Gaza and Israel. He was a Christian Jew and she was Jewish. So very sad. We already talked about Crystal Linton's memorial service is going to be on June 22nd. That will be after worship service sometime that afternoon. Um, we have a few joys. Sherry Teal has a joy for healing, so that is really good.
Mhm.
Joanne Goodell's grandson, baby, is thankful that he is home from the hospital last week.
Yay.
So that is
Mhm,
great.
mhm.
The Creative Station fundraiser, both the food pantry and the Senior
oh
Life
yeah,
Center
yeah.
earned about $850 each.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That
They
was
had
good.
like a show at the train station, the depot.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Was it like a sale?
Yeah. I
Uh,
think
like a
this,
crafty kind of thing? Okay.
And that is it. I don't have any others. Keep my Aunt Sandra in prayer. She is down with her back. She has had a lot of issues. She's fallen several times this year.
Oh no.
So I told her I was going to fly to North Carolina, wrap her in bubble wrap, and bring her to California.
Good plan.
Yeah,
she likes it out here.
she does. She does. So, because I wait on her hand and foot, but
Well, and
that's my job.
she takes my little bedroom. Because
That's it. Yeah.
I'll
The
sleep
one
in
that
that
says
chair.
Allison's room on the
Yeah.
Yeah.
outside.
And yeah, she can't get up and down the stairs anymore, so I won't let her get up.
Yeah.
Use the guest room upstairs. So
Well, Britta and I are going to fight over Rich and Joe Bowley's uh, swimming pool house.
oh,
So we think bunk beds. We might resolve it
There
that
you
way.
go.
there you
That's
go.
I
our
love
entire
it.
Then it'd be a fight over who's going to be on top, or yeah.
Yeah.
My brother and I used to fight over. We had bunk beds, and we would switch up, but we would fight every week.
Yeah.
Who's going to sleep on top
Uh-huh.
tonight?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I rolled off the top of one when I was a kid. Never wanted to sleep on the top bunk after that. It was like a wooden floor, like a camping cabin,
Yeah.
hard wooden floor, and I rolled off.
Oh, ow.
How
I
did
rolled
that
off.
happen? Why were there not rails?
Yeah, I rolled off mine once too, but I was so tall, I just kind of hung on to the top for a second. Um, that's all I've got. Any others you can think of? All right.
All the kiddos that are finishing finals and
Yes.
wrapping up school.
Isn't this the last week of school?
Cooper goes
Okay.
till June 12th, but some
Yeah,
of the kids in our youth group are done this week.
yeah.
Hmm.
Wow.
Wow. All right. Want to lead us in a word of prayer?
Sure. Gracious and loving God, um, just our hearts go out for the young couple that was killed in Washington and their families, and also all the children and people that are suffering in Gaza. Uh, we also pray for those in our church community who are recovering from illness or just need healing, whether it's in their bodies or in their souls. We also are so grateful for our church community and all the things that we try to do and for all the hope that we bring into our little community. We just pray to continue working hard with open hearts to serve in the best way that we can possibly serve all those in need. And we just thank you for each other. Thank you for this day. And we ask this prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Mm.
Amen.
Okay. Well, that's a wrap, I guess.
That made me hungry. Now I want to wrap.
Oh, well. I
Oh, chicken wrap.
I wolfed down some uh, pasta before this, trying to keep my blood sugar high.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
I had lunch with the SSP staff yesterday, and so I had leftovers. But while we were recording, I heard the door open and the refrigerator open. So Cooper must have come home, so it's probably gone.
yeah, probably.
He's gone.
He's a grown boy.
He is.
So.
Hey, how's he doing in track? Did they?
Good. He finished up and because he runs JV because he's 10th grade and he did really well, if I can brag on him for a little bit. And so they had a hole in the varsity relay, so they asked Cooper to run in the varsity finals.
Good.
So he was honored to, be asked to run with the big boys. So yeah, he had a great
Good.
season. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right. Well, then I will see both of you on Sunday.
Yeah.
See you Sunday.
Bye, people.